What up? The New Orleans Pelicans have to do something because it's not working. It's just not working anymore. It's not working at all. And David Griffin probably wants to pull out his hair if he had some, but he doesn't. That was not a dig. It's just trying to wrap my head around this situation because I don't know how to help this team. I don't think anyone does, honestly, at this point. They're either always injured or something's going wrong. So the reason I'm saying this is because Zion Williamson finally came back from injury after being out for, I think, nearly 2 months. Might have been longer than that. And plays a game and then gets suspended by the team, not even by the NBA, gets suspended by the Pelicans because he is, quote-unquote, late for several key deadlines that the team has in place. So I read a little bit more. It looks like he's late to practice, he's late to team meetings, he's late to catch flights. Like, at the end of the day, like, Zion has been given a lot of leeway from this Pelicans team. They gave him an extension despite not, really being able to even be out there, right? Your best ability in the NBA is availability, and he is not good at that. And to then just be so nonchalant, to not be, trying to show your team that you care by being at things on time and being invested, like, it's just disastrous how this has gone from, when he got drafted in 2019, we were like, okay, the Pelicans are going to be, at the top of the West in a few years. And I think if he had stayed healthy, maybe that would be the case. But, like, he hasn't shown that. So you can't just walk around like, you're not hot. You're really not the if you can't even be out there on the court and do this. You got to earn it, right? Like, we all know that he has insane ability and talent, but you're not playing. So I can sit here all I want and be like, yo, I can dunk on everybody, and then I'm like, oh, I can't go because my knee's busted. Obviously, that's a different story, right? But, like, you can't walk around like you're the best when you're not showing it. And I don't think he's lying about his injuries, but, like, to go through all of that and still be late for stuff and not care, it's just like it shows in the culture of this team. I mean, like, I think the best player personality-wise that they have on the team is CJ McCollum, because he's just clearly a very level-headed vet, does what he needs to do, clocks in, clocks out, is always invested in the team's success. But, like, Zion and Brandon Ingram, I feel like they care more about being, like, NBA players for, like, the celebrity and what comes with it. It's not about winning and doing your best on the court and setting an example for your team and building a culture. It's not about any of that. So how do you fix a problem like this? You basically trade everybody, keep your young guys, and frankly, I think Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson probably have decent trade value. But a lot of the reason why they probably haven't gotten traded yet is because teams are like, well, we don't want this type of attitude affecting our team culture, because look what it's done to you guys. You guys are the second worst team in the league, and you've just been mediocre basically for the last 5 years. Like, it's been a really bad situation for the Pelicans, and I feel bad because New Orleans has great fans. New Orleans has great fans for the Saints and for the Pelicans, or formerly the Hornets, right? And they're not getting fair treatment here. Like, it's just they need to put a better team out for these people. And you have Yves Missi, who's a candidate for Rookie of the Year that they picked in the later end of the first round. I think he was like the 21st overall pick. So build around young players, right? Keep Yves Missi, trade away Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. I would keep, frankly, CJ McCollum if he wants to be there, because he's going to be a great vet to have for all the young dudes that you bring in. But, like, hopefully they can get, like an Ace Bailey or a Dylan Harper. Maybe they'll get Cooper Flagg, but I want Cooper Flagg to go to the Wizards. So hopefully he does not go to the Pelicans. But get a young player like that and then just build around them, because this thing with Zion's clearly not working. And that's not to say that it won't work somewhere else. I think Zion would benefit from a change of scenery. I've said that before on this channel, but I can understand why it's hard to part ways with him. Number one, because of his injury history. So what team is going to want to take that chance with his salary in mind? And, you drafted this guy number 1 overall. He was supposed to be basically the next hero, after Anthony Davis left for LA. And it just hasn't happened. It just has not happened. And it's been a rough road. But I do think, they have good guys on that team. Jose Alvarado, one of the best guys in the league, in my opinion, plays his role extremely well, takes pride in playing his role, and it brings a ton of energy. They have Daniel Tice on their team. They have a lot of guys who have good experience on good teams in the league. Jordan Hawkins is a great young player, has definitely improved this season. Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. So I think you get rid of Zion and Brandon Ingram, and you just let those guys really run the show and see what they can do. But this is not working. So David Griffin and, I don't know who their new general manager is. I think after Trajan Langdon, what was his name? Bryson Graham. Bryson Graham, the new general manager. He's got to make something happen. Just change it up, shake it up, do what you got to do. But this is not it. This is not it. So, and DeJounte Murray too. I don't think he's good for this team either, and he's not available. He's been playing as of recently, but first game of the season breaks his hand. So, Dyson Daniels said the team's cursed, but I think you guys can break that curse by just, flushing everything down the toilet and just, take your losses this season, trade everybody at the deadline, and see what you can do next year. That's the best you can do. The longer you wait, the worse it's going to be, in my opinion. You don't want to be stuck in that state of just waiting around and hoping that Zion's going to change his ways or whatever. He hasn't shown you that, so you got to go on based on what you're being shown. So that would be my advice to the Pelicans. I think they gotta blow this team up. They gotta trade people. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the Pelicans so far this season? Do you think it would be worthwhile for them to rearrange their roster significantly? I want to know your thoughts. So please leave some comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I got plenty more videos coming your way. And I'll catch you guys with the next one. Stay safe, stay on business. Peace.